Hey everybody, it's Jay here from Replay Republic. I'm welcoming you to episode 8 of the Ur-Quan Masters. Let's play, shall we? So in our previous episode, Admiral Zex had asked us to bring something strange to him in exchange for the Shofixti Maidens. He'd mentioned a beast, and the ancient text from which the description of the beast was pulled was a little bit disturbing because the first word was demise, but after that it said it basks in the glow of I think a yellow star in the constellation Lynch Nas Plo, and I have very little idea of what that is. He said it translates to the long thin beast that swallowed something big, something like that. Anyway, sounds like a great time, but while I'd love to scour every star, every yellow dwarf in the galaxy, seeking to understand some ancient mistranslation, we do have a bit more of an urgent situation on our hands in that the Pkunk are moving their entire sphere of influence across the map, and don't really know where they're going to end up with that, but I think we should probably have a talk with them. So let's just explore this star system. We're still in the throes of needing mineral wealth, unfortunately, and try to get that done as quickly as we can. Plutonic world. Let's get those radioactives at the very least. And rare earths. So I like to talk strategy at the beginning of an episode. We really need, at this point, the biological data more than the minerals. I mean, the minerals, we have a problem there, but we've done a lot of upgrade work on the flagship, and that's great, but at some point the upgrades are just not going to be as good. So it's really important to get that technology from the Melnorme trader. Now, it's a little bit odd to think that the Korra tell their story of the first doctrinal war, that Mile-Num, described as a one-eyed race that they were fighting over, might be the same race as the Melnorme. I don't know, it's strange, especially given the change in pronunciation. It's almost like it matches textually, but it doesn't match sonically, linguistically. It's a strange thing to develop an A at the end of a word. Should ask Canadians how it happens. But I'm wondering if they're, in game lore, supposed to be the same race. I mean, they're hanging out the right region of space, but it's been a very long time. Anyway, just about done this star system. But surely, if they've had a run-in with the Korra before, wouldn't they understand the import of making sure that we save the universe? I mean, or at least the quadrant. Or maybe they're just gonna run forever. I don't know. It's a strange set of circumstances. You've noticed that I've headed south along basically along this meridian. We're gonna head south, and the reason is, first of all, I want to cut off Pkunk. I can't really get a sense of how fast their sphere of influence is moving. I want to get out of the Vux space as quickly as possible. I don't think that bouncing along that line of red stars, you can see these red dwarfs, they're terrible usually for minerals. So I'm going to head south to a white dwarf star, and then I'll start heading back toward the Pkunk and try to cut them off. And hopefully, get a sense of what they're headed into. Looks like we have a probe chasing us. Just want to check my roster to make sure that my Earthling cruisers are not fully staffed. So I'm gonna staff up my second cruiser. Down through space we go. Yeah, that fast blip there does look like a probe. Okay, so we've got a pretty large star system here, but as you can see, our search for a white dwarf bright white dwarf really helped us out here, because here we have, looks like a ruby world, and at a reasonable temperature. So let's scan that. Yes, brilliant. Pretty big deposits. Get down there, gather it up. So when you can pick up exotics in bulk, it really does change the pace of the game. And I'm kind of looking to do that right now. Harvesting random minerals is fun, but the more selective we can be, the faster this is going to go. And one of the big strengths of this game is the creature interactions and to some extent the combat, so trying to show you that as much as possible. If you want to be a completionist and scour every star system when you play, that's fantastic. And I haven't spoiled it for you because I've used a different random seed than is normally in place in the game, so the number of planets at non-plot stars, and plot stars too to some extent, I think, and certainly the minerals on their surface, what kind of planet they are, all of this would be different in your playthrough. Unless you use my seed, which is 31337. Alright, just about done. 3 loads of precious minerals from Iota Serpentis Planet 2, which is pretty great. Well, not 3, 2 and a bit. That's sort of backtracking toward the center of the star system, but I would expect this one to be too hot. Looks like Vanalogus world, I think. Yeah. No, not worthwhile. I did, however, think that I saw a radioactive world in an orbit near to us there. That looks radioactive to me. Stop. There we go. Radioactive world. Down we go. So we've left the Vux sphere of influence. According to the old Alliance map, we might be in Yehat territory, but Cyrene said that they withdrew and that nobody's heard from them, so, you know, after the incident with the Androsynth, I fear for every race that we have not yet encountered. It seems like a lot of bad things happened at the end of the last war. Okay, 1.5 loads of radioactives. Excellent. With the lander upgrade, we really can fill the cargo bays more quickly. Also the lander speed upgrade. I guess the sum of the lander upgrades really makes harvesting more efficient. Opalescent. Okay. If I sit here and think about it too long, that's going to affect efficiency as well, so let's just get down there, do it. So, not as large of a deposit of the higher value elements as I was hoping. Just finish up with the commons and then get out of here. That looks like Urea world. Yeah. There's biologicals down there, but they're out of reach until we have some way of evading earthquakes. Redix world. No. Okay, so we've done the inner grouping of planets. Now move out to these two, and then start heading toward the Pkunk. This looks like a copper world. Organic world. Green ones are hard to tell apart. Finally, check the gas giant. That's it, nothing there. Okay. So head for that blue star. And start skipping our way across the bottom of the map. Oh, we've got new bogies coming out of hyperspace. Slowly. That's interesting. Perhaps we are in the hat sphere of influence. Although I haven't seen one yet. So there's no inner planet 1 here. It's like we were just headed for that gas giant. Yitric world. Oh my goodness. Okay, definitely need to get down there. Gather up all of those life forms. Oh, we've got some like... They're yumping yiminis. Oof. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, we need to get some space here. Definitely need these guys. But we need to make some space because they catch up. And our lifeform shield is not 100% effective. There's a Yompan Yimini. That's a funny name. Reminds me of playing Yenga with my friends. There's 2 down. Did you guys have any personal space? Spread out. That's getting there. Only 4 apiece. Only 4 Yompan Yimini data. Let's get that, what's that called? Bubble Vine? That's worth more. But now we can be left alone to do our biological scouring in peace. Again, one of the things that every time I play this game, the whole concept of, oh, I found a planet with life in it, get it all, is kind of disturbing. Like, am I kind of like the non-sentient version of the Ur-Quan Korra, just clearing all planets of pre-sentient life? At the behest of the weird Milnum. Definitely want to get down there. There's 1 biological. And, yeah. Some precious. Where's that? Is that blood monkey? Come on. Come on! Come on, come on! There we go. Blood monkey. When you memorize all of the lifeform sample names, you've been playing for a bit. Platinum. Blood monkey. I love that with the exception of the exotics, the things that you gather are real elements and compounds for the most part. Like the... I don't know what an Agouti nodule is. Maybe that's a real thing. Finding antimatter on the surface of a planet is a little dubious. I can't go down there in class 6. It's too bad. There was some good biological data by the looks of it. Okay. But, you know, for the most part, the compounds are real, and they're grouped into the proper rarity categories. Base metals, that one was a little bit questionable, but, you know, for the most part, rare earths contains rare earths, that kind of thing. think I'll go back down for that. That is a giant hunk of aluminum. Reminds me of my old MacBook Pro. They don't make the 17 inches anymore. That's what she said. Okay, Capella. Named star. Oh, wait. I've only done the first planet in the system. Excuse me. I got confused with the last gas giant that didn't end up having any moons. 2 more planets over there. I don't know what those are. I mean, I would like them to be Ruby and Sapphire, but it doesn't look like it, does it? Oh, radioactive world. Okay, no complaints. Actinium. Isn't actinium and actinide? Doesn't that make it a rare earth? You just finished praising this game for its accuracy. Maybe it's only radioactive. Right, one more. This doesn't look like a high value planet. Is there a world? Oh. So, since we believe that the Ahad are active here, I know they're battle thrall, but I think the best plan is to try to run into them. Oops. I don't think that was Ahad. I think that was a probe. Yes, it was a probe. All right.
We wish to learn more about you. Please transmit data.
I am having a lot of trouble dealing with this. What is your problem?
All systems report nominal function. Priority override. New behavior dictated. Must break target into component materials.
Okay. Where are you? We lost cruiser. That hasn't happened before. The problem was I should have flown the cruiser away from that asteroid. We were too close. Sorry, Commander Buck. There we go. So I assume that's Yehat. We'll have to see. We'll save the game right now. Just in case I regret this encounter. Encounter at Eta Serpentis, Planet 5. Converse, please.
What am I seeing on my view screen?
I'm not
It's
sure.
none other than the flattened old face of our friends, the human. But, old ally, are you not knowing that we, the Yehat, are allied with the Ur-Quan now? And your presence outside the slave shield and in an armed starship are clear violations of your oath of fealty. Whatever shall we
Oath,
do?
schmoth.
It just isn't the right thing to kill you, human, but as a loyal member of my clan, I must obey the wishes of our queen.
Oh, I sense a conflict here. Yeah, we have encountered an offshoot of your species, the Pkunk. Tell us about them.
The cowards live? This is unbelievable! It is a sad, sad day to be hearing this thing from you, human.
Oh.
I can't even say their vile name! The Pkunk is the greatest embarrassment our species has ever suffered! Do not be calling these wretched creatures an offshoot of our species!
Okay.
Better is you be calling them garbage or droppings! Better yet, do not be talking about them at all!
Sorry about that. We should be allies. Friends, explain why this cannot be.
Your words are flying in the face of the facts, human.
Okay.
We are no longer being your allies.
Oh, I noticed.
But unlike the nobles of our homeworld, we of the Starship clans are bereaved at this course of events.
I understand.
The Queen's decision to be joining the hierarchy pains us.
At least help us with materials for our struggle.
We cannot. To be doing so would be a direct violation of our Royal Queen's commands.
Think, Yehat. The sheer dishonor of it all.
We cannot be given you material aid, Captain. But perhaps you can make use of this information, Captain.
Okay.
When we were fighting the Great War against the Pkunk, we encountered a number of odd worlds which seemed to be having their crust shattered.
Oh, yeah.
Molten lava ran across the surface in huge rivers, and dense metallic elements were abundant. But the strangest world we found was the first planet at the star at coordinate 639.5 231.2. The Mycons were guarding this planet with an almost limitless number of their podships as though there was something of great value there. We could never break through their forces though we destroyed scores of their ships. Perhaps, if you fare better than us or can somehow trick the Mycons to let you land, you may discover the secret and it may help you in your quest.
Thank you. I don't know what this is, but I'm sure it'll be valuable. Thank you so much. But I cannot go easy on you. By your honor, Yehat Captain, I, Jaybert, master of the Starship Republic, in the name of the new alliance of free stars, call upon the Starship clans to honor their word and fight for our cause.
As much as my heart cries to aid ye valiant human, I cannot. Each of us is sworn first to our queen, who has commanded us to treat ye as an enemy of the crown.
Your species' obligation cannot simply be forgotten. What about your honor, your pride?
Can't you see that you're killing me, human? The shame, the awful shame of it. What you say is true. We should be under the same wing, but damn your eyes. Our queen has given the Ur-Quan our allegiance, and there is nothing I can be doing about it now.
I'm sorry. I was pretty hard on you. Okay, so, that's the Yehat who... There's promise there, right? Sounds like the Starship plans don't agree with what the Queen asked them to do. I wouldn't push my luck here, but it sounds as though... we could get the Starship plans to break away. However, the Pkunk are headed into a disaster, clearly. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, one planet here. Looks like a treasure world. We'll head to the Pkunk and we'll tell them to go home somehow. Is that an Auric world? That would be great. Urea world. Boo! And again with the biologicals we can't get to. How much do we have in 78 biological data? So we'll head for Gorno. I'm not even sure if we want to run into the Shovixti, who are rumored to be there. Only 2 of them. Because apparently, we must not engage. They will try to fight us. Yeah, we need to watch out for that. Definitely a probe chasing us again. They have no respect for spheres of influence. 2 gas giants here at Gamma Gorno. Not expecting a whole lot. Probably shouldn't have gone here. Should have set course for a more interesting planet. A more interesting star system. Why did I say planet when I mean star system? You may have noticed I have an interest in astronomy. There's really very little excuse for that. I think I have played some games that conflate the two, like basically that every star system has but a single planet. But this isn't one of those games, and I should be well and truly over it by now. So yeah, typical low value star. Oh, hello. Probably shouldn't have skipped straight to the radioactive world, but the only thing that could be of interest to us on the other planet is biological data, but we really do need it badly, so. Pick up those radioactives. Okay, just look for bio here. Probably too cold for it, but who knows. Oh, no, there it is. Glad we looked. Class 4, so we'll have to keep an eye out for earthquakes. But we've got Astro Chicken down here. Is that it? Just chicken? Because they're not all that valuable. Does look like just chicken. Every little bit helps, but some help less than others, I guess. Ouch. Yeah, this has been a little hard on the crew. Mostly because the chickens move so fast that I keep having to look at the overview. And I can't see the earthquakes down there. You may be able to tell as I look at things on screen that my monitor is rather large. It's a work thing, it's not a gaming thing, but as a result, sometimes there are things that would be in a normal player's field of view that I actually have to look around to see. I see some really good planets here. A lot of them. Delta Gorno. Whoa, what was that? This is called Kayabetsu. I think this used to be the homeworld. How sad. There's not much left. Oh, I headed the wrong way. Oh, there's a starship leaving. Yeah, I will catch up with him later, I think. Captain, are you drunk? No, I'm not drunk. I'm just having navigational issues. Metal World. Whoa, there's life forms down there. I wonder how that happened. Alright, let's get him. Class 3, though. Class 3 weather. This may be another day of sacrifice. Oh, watch out for the Yump and Yiminy. Oh, boy. Okay. What was that I said? Something about being sanguine, about loss of crew, noble sacrifice for a greater cause. The lightning just... it only strikes directly on my ship. Seems pretty silly. Okay, it stopped. That bubble vine. Some silver. yeah, it's really important for us to build up a big storefront, a big store of biological data. And I think once we can finish getting the lander upgrades from the Melnorm, the tone of the game is going to change a lot. It may just be my risk-averse playstyle, where I don't want to send crew down to their doom repeatedly, but we don't know the threshold at which crew loss becomes a problem. And at this point, I'm really not willing to risk it. So this is another Selenic world. Looks very moon-like anyway. I guess I could go down there. Take a minute to gather up a little bit of base metal. It's not really good use of time, is it? Sorry, folks. Let's just clear out what we can here. Oh, yep, you're gonna come after us now. You finally detected us. Another metal world. Biology down there. I'm gonna have to go for it. This one's got earthquakes too, though. Should be another fun-filled afternoon. All right. Ooh. Ah. There's a lot of exciting life down here. And the lightning has not been too bad. Oh wait, that's the part where it strikes me. Okay. Let's get out of here. Recharge on the crew. Go get that giant radioactive deposit. Neon worm. It's really surprising. This being the Shofixty home system. It's surprising. I mean, it's not surprising to find all these blasted planets, right? We expected that. They induced their sun to go supernova, according to Spathy. And then these are the planets that would result from that. Metal worlds and Selenic worlds, depending on how much, well, I guess their core composition, how much of their core was left after the incident. But what is surprising is that all this life would be here. Because presumably this star system is not dynamically generated. Presumably it's hand-tuned. Man. Let's not lose the lander here. Crew's taking a beating. So sorry, crew. I'm having issues here. Yeah. Those things are worth so much, it's having to be very persistent. But I can't be stupid about it, because if I am, I will rapidly run out of crew. One more Astro Chicken. Okay, well that was in the annals of in the annals of the Starship Republic, that was a fairly dark chapter, actually. We've got to get out of here soon. Or else we're going to have a confrontation I fear we are not ready for. Class 5. No. For once, there is something too inhospitable for us to land. So... Did we check out that metal world? I think we did. Okay, let's check out our cargo. We have 209 units of biological data, which is fantastic. The sacrifice, it will turn out to be important, I believe. But let's get out of here before we get intercepted by the Shofixtia. I would love to have that chat, but we're just not ready. Okay, this is a more conventional star system, having not been blasted by a supernova. Organic world. No. And there was a metal world. Next one out. Metal worlds in the supernova system, Delta Gorno, had a lot of life on them, so I don't know why that is exactly, but we'll check it. Metal world. No biological. Class 3 and Class 4. We can't do that. Not just for minerals. Oh, here are biologicals. I'd like to get 300 in the hold. That would be ideal. Xenolithic world. No. Just precious. Platinum and aluminum, I believe. Some of these combinations I never really understood. Xenolithic world, I mean strange rocks, right? I mean, aluminum. I guess there are ores of aluminum that might look strange. For example, I believe that, what is it? Is it rubies? Or garnets contain aluminum? One of those two. And probably others as well. But platinum I thought was something that would remain native, not reactive, so... oh, that's strange. Alpha Gorno. If you watch the Ars Technica interviews with the creators of Star Control, Fred Ford and Paul Ritchie, they do talk about the... Well, development hell is maybe a bit of an overstatement, but the process of deciding how the plants were to be generated and what would be on them and that sort of thing. Something that I can relate to very strongly, wanting to model the real systems and then getting into trouble with that and having to back it off to something that was more focused on gameplay. I think a lot of the features that I like about it, the fact that it uses real elements and that sort of thing, derive from that. But maybe some of the odd groupings of elements do as well. And you know, in the end, if you're designing a game and you need 10 planet defs of the purple type, it may just come down to making stuff up. Let's get those blood monkeys. Very nearly full of cargo here. And we have 227 units of biological data, so that's quite a haul. It's not the 300 I'm looking for, but radioactive world. This will probably... Oh! And there's biological down there, so this will probably fill the hold. We'll need to go talk to the Pkunk right away. Being careful not to destroy any of the deposits with our stunner. Looks as though most of the life here is stationary, which simplifies things somewhat. The amount of biological data we're getting from these is quite good. Not the 1 unit per life form chicken, but 6 for these macrocilia. It's great. Really, really good. Well, 1 for neon worm. Okay.
Calling me a liar?
Very nearly full here. We're out of biologicals. Could dump a few common. One of the things that you could do in the original DOS Star Control 2 is you could see, excuse me, that was wrong. You could see as you freed up cargo space, how much lander space you then had remaining. Like, I'm not even sure if this is enough. It should be. I freed up 43, 2 deposits on a radioactive planet, neither of which is 20. Yeah, it should be fine. But you could watch it as you were doing that change. So, am I already here? Didn't mean to go here at all. So let's hit the star map. Pkunk are coming our way. Pick some kind of a star that's... Well, we want to head to Alpha Centauri to drop off our biologicals. So let's head to Delta Ptolemy without clearing out the star system. Let's head to that planet and we will have our parley with the Pkunk. And then we will head off to... Whoa, just missed it. Yes. Head off to Alpha Illuminati and drop off our biological data. Is that a Pkunk? I think so. Let's head for it. Cool.
We have decided that our Ur-Quan siblings are in need of our love and good counsel.
Yeah.
We have waited far too long to return home and heal the wound that has kept our race apart these many centuries.
Yeah, about that.
When we arrive in the Serpentis constellation, we will greet our Ur-Quan brethren with warm hugs of affection, which, I am sure, shall be returned in kind.
Right, this is bad. So, what are our options? Turn back. So there's a Ouija board. There's a straight facts. There's another sort of occult astrological thing. There's an appeal to materialism. That's not going to work. And then there's give it up. Okay, so I'm going to go with the turn back. Our most mystical device, the Ouija board, gave a definite no when we asked it about your trip.
This is an ominous portent.
Mm-hmm.
We must consult our spirit guides before proceeding.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we will have to return home to do this properly. Thank you for your concern.
That's really unfortunate. Good luck with that. And a probe. Well, it was bound to happen. And we're lucky, in a sense, that the last encounter went the way it did. I know we lost a starship, but in our second attempt, the starship we used was undamaged. Otherwise, I would be regretful right now because I won't be able to transfer crew over. You don't have the chance to swap crew around before an encounter like
This
this.
probe is not hostile. Do not attack.
Right. You misinterpret our intentions. Please do not attack.
Replication status, 8 replications. Next replication 85% complete. Estimated replications since departure from point of origin, 583 replications. Estimated replications projected 1 year from this date, 14,784 replications. Estimated replications projected 5 years from this date, 45,786,412 replications. Priority override. New behavior dictated.
Do you want to destroy 45,786,412 probes? Because I sure do. Go away, 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 go away.
Energize.
Where are you? If I keep turning toward you, are you gonna keep running away? Oh, that was just bad driving. Oh, you got damage reverse there at the end. That's odd. Almost makes me feel weird about destroying a self-aware probe. Well, I mean, I guess just because it wants to avoid being destroyed, that doesn't mean it's sentient. Okay, so before we have another Pkunk encounter, our feathery friends who we love so much. Oh, yeah. Those dudes were great. Let's head for Alpha Illuminati and drop off some stuff. Oh, Melnorme, come out and play. What is that? I know we're not supposed to be going here, but what kind of planet is that? Oh, that's like a water world, but it's not. It's 898 degrees, so... That's interesting. It has, like, a different baked color because of the high temperature. I didn't know that happened. That one seems like it's normal color. I mean, really, I can't go down there anyway. I just want the trader, but... There you are.
This very morning, I was just saying to subordinate Ochre, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the feet of a human."
We conserve water on the starships, okay?
Laughed. What a synchronicity. Now, what can we do for you today?
Buy my stuff. I have some items I would like to sell.
What would you like to sell, Captain?
I have some data on alien life forms.
The 219 units of biological data we downloaded from your ship earn you 518 credits.
That is significant. I would like to make some purchases.
What trade items would you like to buy today?
I'm interested in purchasing new technology.
The technology we are now offering includes blueprints, which show how to add double capacity fuel tanks.
Well, that's probably a good thing. I would like to buy the technology you described.
We hope that these improved tanks will make more module slots available on your flagship, which you can fill with other, more useful equipment. The technology we are now offering includes plans for improving the rate of fire on your lander's stun ray bolt beamer gun.
I would like to buy the technology you described.
After some wild game,
Well, maybe.
Well, the changes we made should really make a difference.
It is a bit slow, isn't it?
Unless, of course, that wiring went in backwards.
Come on!
You won't be able to shoot at all. Or take off, for that matter.
Come on!
Don't worry, Captain. We stand behind our work.
Oh, good.
If something goes wrong, just bring it back to us, and we'll fix it.
A lander that can't take off. Bring it back to you.
Technology we are now offering
Great.
includes details for building modifications to your planet landers, which make them resistant to earthquakes.
Yes! I would like to buy the technology you described. We need that. If you remember, the evil ones on Spathiwa, that planet for some reason has class 7 tectonics. I don't know what's going on with the Spathi, why they come from a planet that's constantly vibrating, but In order to get down there and clean up after them, we need that. I would like to buy the technology you described.
With the addition of these safety belts and heavy-duty shock absorbers,
Seriously, you just...
your lander occupants should be much safer.
And
when
these
an
big tires.
Earthquake strikes. The job is complete. Your landers are ready.
It's a cheap
technology
thing. You
we
wouldn't
are now
understand.
Includes plans for adding auto tracking modules, which improve the aim of all your weapons.
Well, that sounds really cool. I would like to buy the technology you described.
You are preparing for a mighty battle, eh?
Yeah, I am.
Well, let me give you some advice. You should consider using multiple tracking modules, since this will greatly improve your aim.
Okay.
However, never add more than 3 to your ship. Any more would be useless. The technology we are now offering includes plans for adding improvements to your planet landers to make them resistant to inclement planet weather.
I want that so badly, but I cannot afford it. I do not want to purchase any more technology.
What else would you like to buy?
I shall be leaving now.
It has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to your next visit.
So with this technology, we can head back to Spathiwa and hopefully cement an alliance with the Spathi by removing the evil ones from the surface of their planet. As you may recall, that planet had class 7 tectonics. It would have been just murderous to send our lander down earlier, but now we have the means. So in the next episode, that's just what we'll do, and then we'll see what comes out of that. Thank you for joining me this time. Join me again soon here on Replay Republic. Bye for now.